car park and the weather's really good. It's super sunny and I'm really excited to get going. We're going to pack raft down the river, and there are a few other cars with jet boat trailers, so hopefully there aren't too many people. But we're now going to blow up the pack raft and then start paddling. We're now going down the river and we're just going to keep paddling down until it gets later, and then either stay at one of the huts or if it's full, camp somewhere. Just pack rafting down and Daddy let out a roar, and the stag did 3 roars from back the way we had come. So we're gonna get out the boat we have and go after it if it keeps going. But yeah, it's good to hear one already. We never got an answering roar, so we continued our journey down the river. We're gonna have some food and then go out for a hunt. You may be wondering how we carried such yum looking food, but it was only for the first 2 days, and then we're on 2-minute noodles and chocolate.
See you there.
We've left the hut and we've got really cold feet because it was a frost. And now we're gonna go to the pack raft and keep going down the river. We walked up an open creek bed hoping to see a deer and stretching our legs from the long pack raft down the river. We're paddling along and this is where it's going to be grade 4, or it's all hard and rocky and steep. So we're going to come here and then walk about 200 meters and then go back into the water. We've parked the pack raft there. We're walking into the hut and we're going to hope there's no people because there's no jet boats and no prints on the beach. We had some lunch at that hut and then went out for a paddle hoping to see a deer. We've left our gear at the hut and we're going for a bit of a paddle around the lake edge and to try and find a roaring stag.
We were just walking along and Daddy spotted a fawn over there about 200 meters away, so they'll probably be behind with it. So we're gonna sneak over and try and shoot it.
The fawn had disappeared and dusk was settling in, so we turned back, but that's when things got really exciting.
We're just walking back to the hut and it's pretty dark. We're going along the beach and there's 2 stags, maybe one, but we think 2, flying quite loud, and we can't see them because it's quite dark, but yeah, it's quite exciting. I can see them. This is scary.
Paddling to the other end of the lake, and we left quite early so it's not windy. And yeah, now we're gonna paddle 4 hours to the other end of the lake.
we've been doing wars, and there's one way across the lake, too far away, and another one way up the hill, and another one quite close and on a big flat. So we're gonna go after them. So we're now paddling to the shore.
Almost at the sea, and there's lots of seals, and they're really scary. And we're going to keep carrying out because it's actually super swift. I can see sand dunes. We've left some of our gear, and we're now going to the secret hut, which Daddy knows about, with just 2 days of food, because there's going to be quite good hunting there. We're here, and we're looking for some powers, and there's some big mussels, and Daddy found a power over here. It's down there. We just had a look for more power, and there was this fish in this pool and it couldn't get out. It must have gone here at high tide, and he's camouflaging. He's in the water there. For power, and we couldn't really find many other than that one. And then we came to this spot, and there's like 20 of them. There's heaps there, and there's heaps in there, and they're everywhere. It's kind of started raining a lot, so we're going to keep walking. We've been walking along, and I spotted 2 deer from a clearing, but it's super steep, and the bush is terrible, and you're quite far away, and you're just on this little clearing, and it's a hiding a fawn. So we're not going to go after them because it's too hard to get there, but it's going to see. We made our way down the beach, and out of nowhere a hind appeared about 50 meters away. We quietly snuck closer. We were only 10 meters away, desperately trying to keep still and quiet, and we never even knew that her fawn was only 3 meters away below the rock we were on. Walking along the beach, and we spotted a hind and a fawn like 50 meters away, and they just been out of sight behind this big rock, so we waited over there until they walked over, but they never did. So we snuck over, and we're just here, and the hind was like 10 meters away just eating, and then the camera was beeping, so it looked at us for ages, and then the fawn was like 3 meters away just behind this rock, but we didn't get much footage of it because it was sort of, we didn't even realise it was there until they ran off. But it was really cool.
We got to the hut, and it's way better than Daddy remembered. It's like a different one, there must be two. It's all good, but it's like a brand new super good hut, and no one's been in for ages. And we heard a stag roar, so we're running over it because it's almost dark, and we don't want to have it come in when it's dark, but it's roaring quite a bit. Yeah, so exciting. There's a deer roaring across there, but it doesn't seem to be coming. And we've seen two, but it's super dark and we barely saw them. But yeah, we might, because there's a river across us, so we can't go any closer. And we might also try and come back tomorrow because it's just going to get too dark. We've gotten up and it's quite a nice morning. We're going for a hunt down this valley, and there's lots of real fresh deer prints on the beach. We've seen 3 deer, but there were 2 of them behind in a fawn, which just disappeared before we could get the camera on them. And another stag walked across the river, but it didn't roar and we couldn't get it on film before it disappeared into the bush. But now we can hear a real far away roar in the bush, so we're just going to go after that. Stag roaring from quite close, so we're gonna go over and find a good spot and try and roar him in. But it's the best roaring one we've had yet. Stag, and I was super excited. I was quite a big 4-pointer, but and he came quite close and we got some real good footage. We didn't want to shoot him though because it's a super long way to carry him. We just wanted to film him and roar him in. But we didn't get him on film roaring because he sort of stopped roaring and he was really confused because we first saw him and then the wind was wrong, so we had to cut around him. And then he came to where we were and then he got a little confused, but we got some good footage of him. So now we're going to go to the river and have some lunch. We've left the hut early so that we can walk along the beach and look up at those clearings, hopefully find a deer, and we want to try to get all the way to Big Bay, which is about 20 k's along the beach. We need to walk all the way around the coast to that point.
Waking up, feeling the taste of our fight last night. Breaking up, making a mess of an all good life. And now that you're gone, I'm thinking about old times. I've waited so long.
We walked about 2 hours from the hut through some bad bush, and now we're in this big lagoon. So we're going to try and find a falling stag.
one. Yes, that was scary.
2 metres away.
I was scared. Where's the other one? Did he get him on film?
I don't really know.
Is he dead?
He's pretty dead.
I headshot him. That was crazy. We were paddling on the lake and we hit a different one and we paddled over and then we heard roaring and whenever we boarded and then it was hard because it was swampy and we're too shallow to pack off. And then we got to here and then this one walked in which we saw, which was quite a little one. I don't know if it's this one. There were two roaring and then this one came super close to like 3 meters and I headshot him and it was super scary. And it's the first time I've ever shot with no rest, but it was only 3 meters. And it's quite a big one. Well, he's not that big, but I want to carry out his antlers. This is where I was standing when we shot him, and there were two. One was like a 6-pointer, which walked in there, and then I don't know where he went. And then Daddy was there filming, and another one walked down the back. And then I was here, and he came all the way in, and Daddy was roaring, and it was super scary. And then he was just like 3 meters away, and I headshot him, and then he's just over here, and he's a real big one. Well, he's not that big, but I think he's big. Here's the deer. It's quite a pathetic one. This is the stag, and it's the biggest I've ever shot, which isn't very big, but I'm going to take his antlers because I like him. And I shot him from just there, and yeah, it's real good we got one. We're getting the meat off him because we've got one more day's walking and then we're just pack rafting down the pike. So we'll get the best meat and his head. He's coming. We're here hunting and we're gonna,